So I've always liked technology because for me it combines the artistic side of my brain, I guess, with the mathematical side. It's kind of like this combination of art and science that I've always really liked.
Biggest challenge so far is just finding people, finding like amazing people, because IT has grown so fast, touching the world in so many ways that it never was 10 years ago. There just aren't enough talented people in Australia and even across the world who have the experience building, software products. And so finding and attracting those people to come work for Atlassian is by far the biggest challenge.
I think the greatest lesson that we've learned so far is that ultimately technology comes down to people and teams.
I think Scott and Mike really trust each other and respect each other 100%.
For example, they were each other's best man, and Mike got married first, and then he said, I'm taking a 3-month honeymoon, and I'm not going to call in. Scott, you're in charge of everything. I completely trust you. And then about a year later, Scott got married, and exactly the same happened.
In Australia, we sort of have a big fear of making mistakes and looking stupid and sort of being blacklisted for life, and so we don't try as many things, and the US celebrates failure. And they also celebrate success more. We have a bit of a tall poppy syndrome in Australia, and that's changing over time, but in the US they definitely celebrate the successes as well, so I think we can learn from that.
Right from the beginning, they started investing in helping other people, and they're huge sponsors of the Room to Read charity, and it flows right through the culture of the organization. And that's a common value that they both have.
I think a lot of people know that Atlassian gives 1% of its equity, staff time and profits to charity. But you might not know that Scott is bringing that very concept to Australian companies so that they can join the Pledge 1% group as well.
The Australian role model I like is Paul Keating, because I think he took a really long-term view with a lot of things that he did, and he was willing to deal with a whole bunch of short-term pain to make long-term improvements.
Through my work, I would like to advance humanity by unleashing the potential of every team on the planet. That is the Atlassian mission.